Hi VCS dancers, it's Miss Holly again. I'm happy to see you and I hope that you're doing well and doing your dance videos. Today, I would like to ask you to do your dance video from last week and then watch this video. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. Instead of having our regular dance class, we're going to talk about the elements of dance. There are 5 elements of dance. They are body, action, space, time, and energy. Today we're going to talk about the first element of dance, which is body. You can't have a dance without a body. Dance is an art form that comes from and lives within bodies. So luckily we all have bodies and we all can dance. So when we talk about body as the first element of dance, we can talk about different ways the body is used to express the dance and different ways the body moves within a dance. So we're going to sort of break that down today and play some games learning about the element body. When we talk about body, we can break down how the body moves in dance in many different ways. We can look at a dancer and say the dancer is using just a few parts of his or her bodies in this dance or in this part of the dance. And I'll show you what that looks like. So right now, I'm going to dance for you and I'm only going to move a certain part of my body. Can you guess what part of my body is dancing? If you guessed my hand, you're correct. I could dance other parts of my body. I could dance only my arms. So I just moved my arms to do that movement phrase. I could also, in opposition to just dancing with certain body parts, I could dance with my whole body. So let me see if I can move in a way that uses my whole body. So I tried to move every body part, including my head, my pelvis, my arms, and my legs. When we talk about using our body in dance, we can also talk about the shapes that the bodies are making or a body is making in a dance. And there are all sorts of different shapes we can think of. I bet you can think of some in your mind right now. If you think of shapes, you can think of circles, you can think of triangles, you can think of rectangles. But when we talk about body shapes in dance, we can speak about them in those terms. But there are 2 types of shapes that I would love for you to know how to see and how to do in your body. Those 2 types of shapes are symmetrical and asymmetrical. A body shape that is symmetrical looks the same on both sides. A symmetrical body shape is sort of like a mirror image. I'll show you with my hands. So if I put my hands together just like this, I'm matching my thumbs and my fingers and my hands. And the shapes, if I were to divide this shape right down the middle, like this, the shapes look the same on both sides. So that shape is symmetrical. If I were to take one of my hands and turn it like this, now if I cut my shape in half, the shapes don't look the same on each side. When the shapes don't look the same on each side, that's called asymmetrical. It's not the same on both sides. The way I like to remember the difference is when I hear the word symmetrical, I hear the word same in there, symmetrical. It's the same on both sides. And the letter A in front of the word means it's the opposite. So if you put the letter A in front of the word symmetrical, it means it's the opposite of symmetrical or not the same. Now I'd like to show you some shapes that are symmetrical and asymmetrical with my body. Okay, I'm gonna make a nice wide shape with my body. In your imagination, I want you to divide my body in half visually, thinking of a line coming down the center of my body. That's called a midline, a line in the middle of your body. And I am going to extend both arms out and both legs out and stand up straight and tall. If you look at my body right now, you might notice I have an arm on this side and an arm on that side, a leg on this side and a leg on that side, and I'm standing up straight. This shape is the same on both sides, so it's symmetrical. What would happen if I lifted one arm and I bent one knee and I turned my head? Now, divide my shape in half. Cut this shape in half down the center of its shape. Does it look the same on both sides? Are my arms matching? Are my legs matching? If you answered no, you're correct. That shape was asymmetrical. All right, now I want to play a little game with you. I'm going to make some body shapes, and I want you to guess if a shape is symmetrical or asymmetrical. So I'm going to go and make some shapes. I'm going to hold the shape for 3 counts, and then I'm going to ask you to guess. And I know you might feel a little odd talking to a video, but I want you to guess, and then I'll tell you the answer. All right, here we go. All right, here's your first body shape. Did you guess symmetrical? If you did, good job, you're correct. All right, I'm gonna make another body shape. Did you guess asymmetrical? If you did, you're correct. All right, I'm gonna make another body shape. Did you guess asymmetrical? If you did, you're correct. Last shape. Did you guess symmetrical? I bet you did. Nice job. Another way we can think about moving the body or using the body in dance is to think of moving using your body systems. What are body systems? Body systems are groups of organs that work together to do a certain job. Let me give you an example of a body system. We have in our bodies something called the respiratory system. The respiratory system is a group of organs in the body that work together to help us take in oxygen from the air and expel carbon dioxide when we breathe out. It's basically what allows us to breathe. Using the idea of that system, of breathing, of taking in air and letting out air in the body, we could move, thinking of that body system. Let me show you. You might have been able to hear me actually breathing. When you actually engage that system or think about how that system works, it helps you to come up with ideas on how to move your body to express that system. So what I want you to do is to try thinking about moving using your respiratory system. The way that you're going to do that is you're going to improvise. Improvise means making something up in the moment. In dance, we use improvisation to help us express ideas in the moment. So that movement that you saw me do, I didn't plan it ahead and do it. I just thought in my mind, what does the respiratory system do? And how does it feel when my body is using its respiratory system? And then I allowed my imagination to come up with movements that expressed that feeling and idea. I want you to try it. How did that go? How did it feel? I hope it felt good. So there are other systems in the body that you can use to make up your own movement. You could improvise thinking of those different systems. You could think about your circulatory system. That involves your heart and pumps blood throughout your body. So you could think of your heart thumping, boom, 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 boom. And you could think of that feeling coming through your entire body and using that rhythm to create some really interesting movements. You could think of your digestive system, which is the system that helps you process food and turn it into energy. So you could think about how the food feels going down your throat and your stomach and how that energy travels through your body, through your intestines, and then makes its way out of your body and gives you all of that energy. It's kind of fun. The last part of the element of dance body that I'd like to talk about, it's kind of complicated when you think about it. It's called your inner body. Your inner body is sort of like the feelings that you might have inside, the ideas that are sort of locked in your mind, or the way that you feel inside of your body. So you really have to kind of go inside and feel how you're feeling in the moment. So that sounds complicated, but I'd like to sort of demonstrate to you how you can kind of go inside your body, think about how you're feeling, and allow it to come out into your outer body in movement. So I'm going to start with my eyes closed, and I'm going to listen to the feelings in my body. And right now my body feels off balance. So I can feel myself shifting, and I can feel the energy in my body shifting from side to side. And I'm going to allow that feeling of off balance energy to come into my whole body in movement. And to me it feels smooth and circular and heavy. I'm going to try a different one. Let's see. I'm going to put my feet apart and close my eyes. And now I'm feeling something different coming into my inner body. It's telling me I feel kind of excited. And so I'm moving my body in a way that's fast and excited. Woo! Okay, I better calm down. So there you have it, dancers. That's the first element of dance, body. I hope that you feel like you understand a little bit more how bodies are used in dance and different ways you can use your body in dance. And these things that we've learned don't just apply to you when you're dancing. You can also watch others dance and see if you can identify what their bodies are doing in dance. So you can pick your favorite dance form. I really like watching on YouTube pop locking. Like, I super love pop locking dancers. I think it's amazing. So when I watch them move, I see, ooh, they're just using their arm right now. Now they're using their chest. And the kind of movement that they're expressing is sharp. Maybe on the inside they feel robotic. So you can look at all different kinds of dance and look at what their bodies are doing and have a deeper understanding of how the element body is informing their dance. Also, there are some really fun games that you can play in relationship to body with your family at home. I'm going to send everybody a document in your Google Classroom that has some ideas for some games, some dance games that you can play with your family around the element body. And I hope that you have a chance to play them and that you have a really good time practicing your dance at home. I miss you guys so much, and I really look forward to seeing you soon. Until then, remember that dance is for everyone, and I hope that you're all safe and well. Take care of yourselves. Bye!